16 trainees, says Director Van Housing, raising a glass of strawberry punch. And a special congratulations to my son, Dylan, who finished at the top of the rankings. I want all of you to eat, drink, and be merry before our first weekend.
Thanks, Tommy. Well,
You've earned it.
Pick your friends,
On Monday,
pick your nose.
return
You can't
to
pick your
us
friends.
focused, refreshed, and ready to get back to work. Cheers to you
turns
all.
out to be
The
incorrect.
trainees gathered in the large
To begin with, you
conference
cannot
room.
possibly pick your friends.
Let out a
Also, I
cheer.
never helped Tiny Cooper.
The conference
Tiny
room
Cooper
was
was the
completely
worst game.
covered
He was
in
the world's largest
dessert.
person. Well, I
All
believe
frosted
maybe the world's
cakes
largest
and
person.
sweets
He was really gay. That's the world's largest
steaming
person.
pies.
He was large.
Kids gather around
my best
munching and
friends.
laughing.
We're friends.
They gathered around Dylan, giving him high five and patting him back.
I can put your turn my life.
Why do you keep looking at me like that?
For us to tell him,
You haven't been eating candy, have you?
you learn and sister, right? Her handful of soaking him with attention after she was
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm left standing alone by the fire, arms crossed.
September 1653, the last of summer. The first chill winds of autumn. The sun no longer strikes my eastern window as I wait. But turning laggard does not top the hill before 8 o'clock. A white mist hides the bay sometimes until noon. Hangs on the mountain marches when it lifts. A breath of cool air again finds it. Because of the no longer out of the meadow after the rise, but one last investigation the great drop shows one share. I noticed the tides more than I did my whole just as the shells Everybody stop reading. Maybe we should tell these stories one at a time.
I don't think these people came here to sit and listen to us read stories.
That might be kind of boring.
We could act them out.
Great idea. After all, we are actors.
But I'm not sure we have time to act out 13 different stories.
So, which one should we do?
How about the ones we've been rehearsing for the last 2 weeks?
Oh, another great idea.
Let's make those stories jump right off the pages.
And come to life.
Let's get started. Our first story is Rhodopis and her golden sandals.
The scene is a small house in Egypt.
Our actors will portray a king, a king's aide, a king's subject, an eagle, a young woman named Rhodopis, and her sister.
I'll be Rhodopis.
I'll be your sister then.
One sister was very sweet, and one was very mean.
You be the mean one.
You're saying I'm mean?
No, I just think you'd be good at playing mean.
I am a superb actor. All right then.
I shall be the king, with you as my aide and you as my subject.
Now, we just need someone to play the part of the eagle. How about you?
Cool!
Very well. Let us begin. Once upon a time, Rhodopis's mean, ugly sister.
You didn't say anything about her being ugly.
Okay, she's not.
Thank you.
So Rhodopis's mean older sister planned to set off one day to see the king in order to marry him.
You didn't say anything about marriage. I don't want to get married.
You're not getting married. Your character is the one getting married.
Yes, this is just a story. It's not real.
I know that. Whatever.
And so, Rhodopis's sister set off on her journey to see the king.
Oh, what's your name again?
Rhodopis.
Oh, right. Rhodopis. Rhodopis. Rhodopis, I'm going to marry the king because he's rich and powerful. And then I'll be rich and powerful. What do you think about that?
I think you ought to marry for love, not money.
Whatever.
Can I go with you to meet the king?
No way. Let's see how sweet you are and want you instead. You stay right here and do the laundry and don't like that.
So Rhodopis stayed home and cleaned the house and did the laundry while her sister left to see the king. But after a while, Rhodopis grew tired of cleaning and decided to take a swim in the river.
What are these for?
You'll see.
Hey, they fit.
That's good to know because that's very important. So Rhodopis took off her sandals to swim in the river.
Suddenly, an eagle flew from overhead.
I'm an eagle, and I'm going to peck your eyes out.
Wait! That's not what the eagle does!
It's not?
No!
Then what do I do?
You take one of her sandals.
Are you sure I can't peck one of her eyes out?
She's sure. Just take one of the sandals, go back here, and wait.
Okay, I'll wait back here with your sandal. Oh.
Now, we change locations to the palace, where Rhodopis' sister has just arrived.
Your Highness, the subject wishes an audience with you.
Your handsome, royal, strong highness. If be any issue at all, I would
Woe
like
is me! Woe is me!
There's simply no need to be so dramatic. Simply state your request. The king is kind and will listen.
My husband has lost his fishing boat in a storm and can no longer support my family. We are poor and hungry and need your help. Will you help us?
Yes, it is wrong for my subject to go hungry, so I will give you some golds. You may buy another boat and start again.
Upon hearing this, the subject cheered for the king.
Give me a K!
K!
Give me an I!
I!
Give me an N!
N!
Give me a G!
G!
What's that spell?
King!
Yay, king!
Wow. He would do that for a complete stranger. Just imagine what he'd do for his wife. And I'm going to be his wife.
You go, girl.
Although the king seemed happy, in truth, he was very lonely and in search of a wife to love him and for him to love.
I envy that fisherman. It must be nice to have a wife and a family who loves you. I wish there was someone out there for me.
Suddenly, the eagle entered the king's palace and flew above him.
I'm here to peck his eyes out, right?
Wrong! You've been playing too many violent video games. You take the sandal and you drop it on his lap.
Can't I at least poop on him?
No!
Fine.
Look, this is a sign.
No, it's a sandal.
I was speaking metaphorically.
I hate it when you do that.
That's why I do it. No, this belongs to the woman I am destined to marry. I will search the entire kingdom until I find the woman whose foot fits this golden sandal.
Wait a minute. I've heard this story before.
Yeah, this is Cinderella. Only you're using a gold sandal instead of a glass slipper.
Yeah, and where's the fairy godmother?
And the mice? And the pumpkin?
And the stepmother?
They're not in this one.
You copied this from Cinderella.
No, not really. This story, it was first told in Egypt about 4,000 years ago.
It's a long time before Disney.
In a Canadian Indian version, Cinderella marries a warrior who's invisible and turns her evil sisters into aspen trees. In a version from Germany, Cinderella's evil stepsisters get their heels and toes cut off trying to fit their feet in the slippers. Then they get their eyes poked out by white doves.
All right!
Sounds like they play the same video games that you play.
In a version from Haiti, Cinderella is helped by an orange tree planted near her mother's grave.
Wait a minute. What about our version? We didn't finish Rhodopis' story yet, and I hate it when people don't finish stories.
Rhodopis met the king. She tried on the golden sandal. It fit, and they lived happily ever after.
Thank you. I needed that.
The end.
frogs. I am a snake. I'm stuck. Help! I'm stuck. Help! Help! Help!
A beautiful young princess was walking through the courtyard when she heard the snakes cry for help.
Oh, help! 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 Help!
Oh my goodness. You're stuck, aren't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? When I said help? Or when I said I'm stuck?
When you said you were stuck, and the fact that there's a log on top of you, and you can't move.
You're very perceptive.
Thank you.
Do you think you could help me out now?
Oh, sure.
That's better. Now, I will return your good deed by biting you.
Wait a minute. That's not a very nice thing to do.
Why not?
Because I just did a good deed for you.
So,
Why
should that make any difference?
why should that make any difference?
You know you repeat what people say.
I repeat what people say?
Yes, it's very irritating. Now, prepare to be bitten.
Wait! Please don't bite me.
I'll tell you what. You seem like a nice enough princess. If you can find others in the kingdom that agree that a good deed should be returned with a good deed, then I won't bite you. Agreed?
Do I have a choice?
No!
Okay then, I agree.
So they went in search of others in the kingdom, and the first one they came across was a frog. I said the first one they came across was a frog.
My dear frog, I need your help.
Why should I help you?
Because we're friends.
Oh, are we now?
And why do you question her friendship, Froggy?
Well, several months ago, the princess here dropped her ball into a well, and she asked me to jump in after it, which I willingly did.
That is a very good deed.
Indeed, it was.
And did the princess repay you with a good deed?
Hardly. I asked her for a kiss. I heard somewhere that if a princess kissed a frog, then he could turn into a handsome young prince.
And did she kiss you?
I don't think I like where this is headed.
I guess I wasn't good enough for the princess. I asked her for a kiss, and she never gave me one.
So, you did a good deed for the princess, and she repaid you by refusing to kiss you.
That is correct.
Interesting. Thank you, Froggy.
Well, that didn't go very well.
You're very perceptive.
So they went to do more research on this good deed theory. They found many in the kingdom who had done good deeds for the princess, but not one had been repaid with a good deed by the princess.
This is not going well at all.
How about I bite you in the neck? The venom is far more effective that way. Overall, it's not that bad. You sort of go to sleep. After writhing around in a pain for a few hours, of course. Help, 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 help.
Perhaps I can help you, princess.
Oh, Coyote, can you please help me?
Ha! She cannot help you. She is a coyote, not to be trusted.
I am deeply hurt by that remark.
What can you do to help me?
First, we must return to where all this began. To the log.
How you doing?
To the log. Now, if I'm not mistaken, snakes snake was trapped under this log, is that right?
Yes.
And the princess freed you, right?
That's right.
What?
How could you possibly have been trapped under this log? I think you deliberately tricked the princess into getting near you so you could bite her.
That is not true. I am not a trickster like you.
Why don't you just admit that you lied to trick the princess into this situation?
I did not trick her, and I'll prove it. Lift up the log.
Like this?
Yes.
Oops, looks like you're stuck again.
Hey!
Princess, you are now free of the snake.
Oh, Coyote, how can I ever repay you?
You can kiss my friend the frog.
Oh, no.
I'm stuck. You know?
The princess did free the snake again. But the snake did not try to bite her this time. But the princess never did kiss that frog. The end.
Poor little frog. Our final story is The Three Hares. It focuses on following the ways and teachings of your parents. The scene is a rabbit's den in the country of Turkey. Once upon a time, there was a mother hare, father hare, and three little hares.
Come to me, my children. I have something to tell you. It seems like only yesterday you were little bunnies hopping around in your bunny nursery. And now you're all grown up. I mean, look at you. You're the youngest and you're already 32 years old. Well, your father and I have been talking and we think, you see,
What your mother's trying to say is that you're too old to be living at home with us now, and it's time you move out and build a den of your own.
your father's right. You can come home and visit anytime you want, but you need to dig a den of your own.
But make sure to dig it deep below the earth, so that way you'll be safe from the fox.
Beware of the fox. He's crafty and will catch you when you least expect it.
And only a deep hole, like the one we have here, will keep you safe.
Well, this is it. We're on our own.
Oh man, I don't want to be on my own. Who's gonna gather carrots for me and send my bunny fur to the cleaners and stuff like that? Mom and Dad always used to do that for me.
It'll be great to not have Mom and Dad around all the time. No one can tell me what to do anymore. I can have a party every night if I want to. It'll be so cool.
Just remember to dig your holes deep enough to stay safe from the fox.
I can't dig a hole. I might break a nail.
I really think that Mother and Father are being overprotective. I have better things to do with my time than dig a deep hole.
But what about the fox?
I can outrun a stupid fox.
She's really fast.
Hello, I like work out every day.
Hello, the fox is like really crafty.
I might not be a rocket scientist, but I think I'm smarter than a fox.
Okay. Just be careful.
So the little hares went their separate ways to build their homes.
I'm not going to listen to Mother and Father. Imagine me digging around in the dirt. Ugh. Instead, I'm ready to live above ground in the sun. That way I can just step outside and work on my tan. I'm going to build a cute little cottage and I'm going to paint it pink.
So the rabbit did just that. She built a cottage made out of twigs and leaves and was very proud of herself.
Would you look at that? Isn't that just the cutest little cottage or what? I love it out here in the open. And look at that view! Those bunnies would kill for a view like this.
Just then, the fox called out to the little hare.
Well, look at you. All pretty and pink. You look positively delicious, and I'm very sincere about that.
Aw, thank you.
I was on my way to the gym to work out. Would you like to join me?
Oh, sure, just let me grab my... Hey, wait a minute. Be the fox and you'll swallow me in one gulp if given the chance. But I'm not giving you the chance.
So the little hare ran quickly inside her cottage.
Haha, you'll never get me now. I'm safe inside my cute little cottage.
Do you honestly think this little cottage made of twigs and leaves will keep me out?
Well, I was kind of hoping it might.
Well, you were kind of wrong.
Is this the part where you swallow me up in one gulp?
Yes, it is.
I was kind of thinking it was. Watch the fur, I just had it done.
And I'm sorry to say, the fox swallowed the little hare in one gulp. Let's see what happens to our second little hare.
I just can't see taking the time to dig a hole, and I really don't think it's necessary. This whole thing about the fox eating a rabbit is just a big media hype, if you ask me. And who's to say that a rabbit can't get along with a fox? It's all about acceptance and diversity. I'm gonna live, right here within the roots of this tree.
So the rabbit made his home in the roots of the tree. It was very content.
This is perfect! I can hear the birds sing, and it's cozy and warm. I think I just built the first environmental home.
Suddenly, the fox came by.
Hello, little hare. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Fox. And you?
Not bad. I'm just a little hungry.
You see? This is working out just great. The fox and I are having a nice conversation. She's hungry, so I'll invite her in for lunch. Fox, in the spirit of friendship, I'd like to have you for lunch.
Oh, no. I will have you for lunch. I insist.
Wait. A fox having a rabbit for lunch is just not politically correct.
I have to disagree with you on that. A fox having a rabbit for lunch is a perfectly natural thing.
See, this is good. We're talking. We're having a healthy debate.
I'm going to be very unhealthy if I don't hurry up and have you for lunch.
There's nothing I can say to change your mind.
Nope, but I do have one question.
Sure, what is it?
Since you know that I'm a fox and that I eat your kind, why haven't you run home by now?
I am home.
Didn't your mommy tell you to dig a deep hole to keep you safe from the fox?
Actually, she did.
Well, too bad you didn't listen.
But we were getting along so well.
The fox had the hare for lunch. Let's see what happens to our third little hare.
Mother and father said to dig a deep hole to stay safe from the fox. So I did just that. I dug a hole deeper than the den where I was raised. I live far below the earth, safe from the fox. Life is good.
Good afternoon, little hare. Oh, a lovely day. How about we go for a walk together?
How about you go away and leave me alone?
That's very observant of you. How about I try to catch you? Oh, phew. She's actually a lot cuter than the first one and a lot smarter than the second one. Perhaps we will meet another day.
The fox and the third little hare never saw one another again. And the third little hare lived for a long time and eventually died after having 437 children. The end.
And that is the exciting conclusion of story time. And now, a monologue by Emily Kohler named The Waiting Room.
Excuse me? Have you heard anything yet? Yes, I know you told me you let me know once you heard something. That was an hour ago. No, ma'am. I don't think I'd like to sit down. And I don't want a nice soda pop. I want some information. And would you quit calling me young lady? I'm not that young, and if I were, I wouldn't be old enough to be a lady. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I know you're just a volunteer. You're just supposed to wait by that phone and let people know when operations are over. It's a really nice job. It's just not enough. I know it's not your fault. You're just a nice old lady who's trying her best, and there you go calling me an old lady. First I tell you off for calling me a young lady, and I call you an old one. Talk about foot in the mouth, really. I'm sorry. I'm just such a wreck. No, I'm not okay. I'm very not okay. It's my age, really. If I were a little girl, my parents would leave me home with a babysitter who'd give me lots of ice cream. I'd never even know my sister was hit by a drunk driver. And if I were older, maybe they let me in there, wherever my parents were taken. That way, I'd be closer to my sister, and I'd know what the heck is happening. But here I am, not young, not a lady, waiting in some huge room with couches that smell like medicine, a TV stuck on the news channel, and a stranger who's trying to be very understanding, but doesn't know more than I do. Oh my gosh, it's the phone.
This one is too cutesy. I really have to look mature tonight. How about this one? Nah, Dad would never let me out of the house in this one. Why doesn't he get with the times? Okay, I found it. Not too frilly, not too skimpy. Makes me look a whole lot older. Bingo. I'm going to dance till my feet fall off. If the guys don't ask me, I'll ask them. I plan on dancing till my dad rings that doorbell. Even then, I might not stop. These feet are gonna... Oh, wait. Shoes. Oh, man. I hate my shoes. Should I go for comfort or for image? Well, how about this pair? No, those would weigh me down. Should I choose heels, wedges, sandals, and straps? No, none of these will be right. Tonight, I'm gonna fly, I'm gonna sail, I'm gonna twirl. I found the right pair. Yep. These shoes that I found are gonna be so major cool with this outfit. Can't wait to see Valerie's face when she checks me out tonight. She always has to be the focus of every party. When she gets an eyeful of this outfit, her hair will stand on end. Wait a minute, hair! Oh man, I hate my hair. Should I do ponytail? No, too sporty. Slicked back? No, too lifeguard. Do I wear it up? No, too librarian. Pigtails? Ugh, heck no. I look like Pippi Longstocking. A casual windblown look? Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Looks fun-loving, free-spirited, ready to go. Oh yeah, this is the look, all right. Valerie Hoffman, eat your heart out. I've got the moves, I've got the dress, I've got the shoes, I've got the hair. I am it, girl. Valerie's gonna cry so hard that her mascara run down her face like mascara. Makeup. Oh no, I hate my makeup.
tonight's presentation with a reading of the balcony scene from William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. What light through yonder window breaks? It is my lady, oh, it is my love. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I may touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What is in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other word, would still smell sweet.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, my true love passion.
Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when we next meet.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Good night, good night. Parting such a sweet sorrow, thou say good night till it be morrow. Didn't Romeo and Juliet die in the end?
Spoiler alert! Yeah, they did.
Well, what if they didn't die?
I guess they would grow old together. Interesting.
There's something in that window. Might be Juliet. Forgot my spectacles. Oh, now I see. She's leaning her hand on her cheek. Like to be a blow on that hand. And I'd be tucking her cheek along about now. Oh my. What did you say? Oh, my hearing aid.
Romeo, Romeo, why have I been calling you that all these years? Deny your father. What was his name? Oh, well, it's not important. It's not like arthritis in your hand or an aching foot or arm or a wrinkly face or failure of other old body parts. So don't worry about forgetting names. It doesn't matter. If you forget the name of a rose, you still can't see or smell it at our age.
Yeah, well, if I could see that moon up there, I'd gaze at it and make you a true love vow.
Good night. Next time we meet, I might not be so tired. I might even be feeling a little frisky.
So you're gonna take a nap and leave me here feeling amorous?
What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Good night. I'll leave you with sorrow, because you may forget who I am by tomorrow.
Romeo and Juliet never got to be old. Their characters are forever young.
Do you think they were smart?
Sure, I don't picture them as modern-day nerds or anything, though. Although that would be funny.
girlfriend is wasting electricity again. And she's putting her hand to her cheek. And that makes her face break out. I do wish I wore a glove on that hand. Then I could prevent the transfer of acne-causing bacteria.
Oh dear.
Oh, good. She uttered something. Juliet, we need to talk.
Romeo, Romeo, why are you given that particular name? I've given it considerable thought, and I think you should deny your parental influence and shun his name. It is not hand, foot, arm, face, or any other body part that's imperative for mobility or bodily function. Choose another name. What is the significance of a name? Hypothetically speaking, a rose with any other assigned name would still maintain its scientific composition.
It could be the gravitational influence of the position of the moon, but I think I am in love with you.
Oh. I bid you good night. All this lunar nonsense may affect me next time we hold conversation.
Are you going to leave me here in this state of unsatisfaction?
Good night.
I feel a little guilty about the way we're twisting the words of William Shakespeare.
I mean, lived a very long time ago. If he were alive today, his writing would be very different. He could even be in advertising.
What?
I mean, seriously, what if he really needed a job and was hired to write a scene for, I don't know, Ken and Barbie?
The dolls?
Sure, why not?
The light's on, but there's nobody home. My girlfriend's up. A bit of an airhead, if you ask me. She's leaning her cheek on her hand, and she's not wearing a glove. Right now, I'm wishing I wore a glove on that hand. At least she'd be accessorized.
Oh darn, I broke a nail.
She opened her mouth. Speak again, but try to make sense.
Romeo, Romeo, why would anyone have a name like Romeo? Let's pretend you have another dad and a cooler name. You can keep your plastic hand, your plastic foot, plastic arm, and any other plastic parts belonging to a plastic boyfriend. Let's see, what should we call you? Oh well, a doll by any other name will still feel like plastic.
My parts are plastic. The moon is cardboard, but my love for you is real.
Whatever. Time for sleep. Maybe next time we can pretend to make out.
Or just maybe we could play make out now.
Later. I can't really feel passion. Tomorrow, I'll wear some new fashion. William Shakespeare has got to be rolling over in his grave.
Maybe, but I like to think of him as a cool guy who was open to possibilities.
Maybe.
I bet William wouldn't even mind if Romeo and Juliet were portrayed as country folk.
Looky there! There's a light on. My sweetie pie's up there. And look there! She's touching her cheek. I wish I was a glove, and she was wearing me, because then I'd be touching that sweet cheek.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, she talks so purty. Talk again, darling.
Romeo! Romeo! Can y'all hear me hollering? Forget about your daddy and that silly name of his. Why, you could call a rose a skunk and it would smell just as sweet. It's not like it was your hand or your foot or your arm or your face or any of that a man has to have. Make up another name, 'cause what's an old name anyhow?
Well, I swear on that there moon that I sure enough do love you, Julie.
Good night, sleep tight. Next time we meet, I might just give you a little smooch.
Oh, man. I was hoping for a peck on the cheek tonight.
Nighty-night, nighty-night. When I leave you, it makes me sad. But I'll see you tomorrow, so it ain't that bad.
Oh my gosh, these kids. I'm Karen Volpe. I had the privilege and entertainment of being the instructor for this class of the summer drama camps for the last 2 weeks. Thank you all for coming, because this group, they're kind, they're accepting, they're extremely talented, as you all witnessed. They're hardworking. So I think probably everybody in this room had something to do with that. Good job to all of you. They have just been a joy to work with. I've been doing these for 30 years, and I always learn from the students. I really do, because I think kids that are attracted to the arts and to theater just have a lot to offer, and they're very expressive, and I enjoy every time, and this time, very much in particular, I really, really enjoyed all of them. Are they all ready to come out? William, thanks, Emily. We didn't really have a curtain call because not everybody was on at the end of each of these. So I want to introduce all of them individually to you. And I know all of their first names. I'm not sure of their last names. Are they all ready to come out? All right. So that's why I have this cheat sheet here. I want to call them out and of course say their last names too, because that's going to be a lot of your last names. So I will first start with Ava Adams. Are you sure they're back there already? Ava is on the cover of our season brochure. She has done a lot of things with the mainstream shows for Altoona Community Theater, and I think a lot of these kids who aren't or haven't already done that are very interested in doing that, and that's what we love. And also all of you, you can get involved with ACT. I'm a little prejudiced, but it's a great organization, and if you want more information, you can certainly call the office, go on our website, and we also have these season brochures if you're interested in coming to some of our productions this season. They're on the table back there where you came in. Next we have Damon Mills. I don't know if you know this, Damon, but your music teacher in Bellwood texted me and said, you've got a really talented one coming up, and said he's Disney quality. And I remember kind of laughing, because I've worked with her before, and I thought, what does Disney quality mean? And then he walked in, and I thought, oh, he looks like a Disney prince. I got it. Gia Mosey. Gia was just like a breath of fresh air. She just came in early a lot, and we chat, and she's just so cool. I'm still not as cool as Gia. And this is the first time, this is the first time you've done anything, right?
No, in ACT.
Yeah, I hear at ACT, and she just really dove in and did a great job, as you saw. Kaylee Rattay. Take it back. wore a mask. She was one of the unvaccinated ones who wore a mask at every class. And she's just, I thought, oh, who is that back there? I didn't know what she looked like until just a few days ago. And she was always so attentive. And she started out very good, but boy, by the end, I just thought, who is that up there? That's how much she improved. It was so cool to watch. Good job tonight. Emily was the other one that I thought, oh my gosh, she has the sweetest voice and the sweetest disposition, and then she unmasked this week, and I thought, and the sweetest face. I just really adored working with her, and she, I'm telling you what, the theater bug has bitten her. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them that it hadn't before, but she's raring to go, and I just, it's so cool to see that as someone who loves theater arts. So, you keep going. Maggie Sedlock. Maggie is so talented, as you saw. I think I could say, here, you know, read the phone book, and it would be wonderful. Very talented, and it was just, I learned a lot from you, Maggie, because you really are a talented girl. It was a pleasure to work with you. Jane Fox. Jane got here really, really early tonight, and I said, oh, I love it that you love this place so much that you want to come so early and hang out. And you love it here, right?
Yeah.
You can tell, and she's another one that just improved every single day. And she was really, really cool to work with. Again, I'll never be as cool as you, Jane. Anna Kraft. Over here and take your bow. Anna was always hesitant to do something, right? You know, and then she did it, and we're all like, you're really good, why are you so hesitant? So, keep going for it, because you're very talented.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we had fun with you too, right, guys?
Yeah.
Campbell Carrara. Campbell brought such a unique energy and is one of the kindest people I've ever met. She really is. And it was so cool to work with her. Peyton Huff. Barbie. Peyton had, I just felt this energy from you, Peyton, that you just had so much that you wanted to work on and improve yourself and everything, and you did. And I know that you are like that in life no matter what you do. I can tell. So, good job. Madeline Cartwright. Another one of our real sweeties who just was concerned about everybody else, but at the same time she just worked on improving her acting, and it's just, wow. I'm going to miss working with all of you. Alyssa, Robb? Alyssa Robb. I said it right, I honestly think if there's an award that you can come up here, don't fall off the stage. I honestly think if we were giving like a gold star or an award for most improved player, it would be Alyssa. I mean, she came from hardly doing anything or going for it to really shining tonight, as you saw. You're a star now, Alyssa. Wilson Christie. And Will, what I really notice about Will is he would be really concentrating and intent on learning things about theater and theater arts, and then the next moment, just the most fun of anybody. So he was very, very, very good to work with. So I really, my wish for all of you is that you learn a little bit more and are more appreciative of the theater arts. And if those of you who really wanted to do this to gain self-confidence or a little more self-confident as you leave tonight, or if you wanted to take your acting skills to the next level, as I told them, you can't really teach someone how to act. You have to have those instincts. You have to have the desire. But what you really can do, and what I say to them, the next director, the next teacher may say something completely different. There are different theories of acting and different approaches to acting. So my advice to them, and they know this, was to just do as much as they can and get exposure to as many other actors, other directors, other instructors, other people in the arts, and then they develop their own style. So I also hope you walk out of here. You're coming back tomorrow night, but I mean tomorrow night when you walk out. I really hope you walk out of here gaining something that you wanted to gain from this. That's what the arts does. The arts are very cool, and I think you all have learned that too. So one last bow.